Right, folks, I've seen a comment this morning that triggered me to make this video. So, yeah, been watching a channel called High Street Paranormal. Believe me, you're better off not watching it, to be honest with you. There's a massive rabbit hole of drama involved with High Street Paranormal. He comes on every day, about 3 times a day, to try to make out that he didn't say what he said a couple of years ago, involving very, very bad stuff. Now, I'm not here today to talk about that. There is loads of people covering this at the moment to try and raise awareness. But today, I want to stick with the paranormal. I don't want to get caught up in drama. But at the same time, I don't like what I'm seeing. But there was a comment this morning, and I recently, one of our people had an argument over and back with this guy, Cecil or whatever his name is. But it's to do with charging money for spirit box sessions, personal spirit box session. And to me, it's very much like monkey see, monkey do. Like Steve Huff, whatever Steve Huff does, a lot of these people do the same. They do a celebrity spirit box sessions and stuff like that, and you will notice if you go to Steve Huff's video list, you will see if he gets over 1 million views on one celebrity spirit box session, he'll do another one not too long afterwards. And I seen a pattern recently where there was 3 spirit box sessions in a row, because one of the spirit box sessions of the dead celebrity got 10 million views. So, him telling us that, he's doing it out of love and stuff like that, bollocks. Bullshit. But anyway, drifted off the point here. Like, the comment in this particular video this morning was, somebody says, can I book a personal spirit box session with you? And High Street responds, yes, I charge $15. When it's paid to my PayPal account, I'll do the spirit box session. Now, I'm wondering, how does this spirit box session work? I'm just guessing that this session is a private live stream, if you want to call it that, to that person. Now, he did say in a previous video that he charges $15. But if he paid $25, he guarantees contact. Then he decided to backpedal that. One of my people got into a bit of an argument with him and says, you cannot guarantee contact. And he says, well for the $25, I add other stuff like EMF readings and EVPs. How the flip does that work? Do you know, if this person's on the other end of the country in your live stream, does the spirit of the deceased relative have to come to your house and touch EMF meters? Now, please excuse my skeptic mind, but you're charging for something that's not scientifically 100% proven, like, and you're not a qualified expert. His other argument to me was, well, it's okay. It's okay for Zach Bagans to charge money and make money out of the paranormal. Zach Bagans is a film company. You know, he's not charging for Spirit Box sessions. Right, this is a Spirit Box. So is that. So is the PSP 7, PSP 11. But they're all based around the same thing. They're based around a hacked radio, where the mute is disabled in the radio. It's a broken flipping radio. Now, I'm not putting the Spirit Box down or anything, because I do Spirit Box sessions. I love doing them. On average, I do 3 to 4 a week. The thing is, you know, anytime I do a Spirit Box session, I put it out there. You know, and my viewers know that sometimes, oh, Sam, you didn't get anything. I don't think you got anything tonight, but, you know, it was a good session anyway, you know. That's just the flipping way it is. As order of magnitude would say, 8 out of 10 Spirit Box sessions he writes off, you know. So you cannot turn on a Spirit Box and guarantee contact, do you know. Now he backpedaled the $25 reason that he guarantees contact. He says he didn't say that, but he did. He said it. He said it in a flipping video. The thing is, the person paying the $15 or the $25 is paying somebody to contact a relative who they've never met through a hacked radio in his house. Are you getting value for money? Because I sure wouldn't fork out $15 to somebody to do a Spirit Box session. If there was going to be any contact, I believe personally, my opinion, that person should reach out to that loved one or relative themselves. Why would they talk to somebody with a broken radio that they've never even met? It's my same argument with Steve Huff. I did bring up a few points about Steve Huff, but apparently I'm a jealous hater as well, like the rest of them, you know? We all know that the paranormal community is riddled with shady stuff. And it's just my opinion. That kind of behaviour doesn't help things. When you look at the whole thing, right? There's somebody that desperate to contact their loved one that they're going to pay $15 to somebody to do a Spirit Box session. I look at this and I think, you know, that person is vulnerable, that person is grieving, that person is so much in grief that they are desperate to contact that loved one, and they're willing to pay somebody $15 for a Spirit Box session. People might turn around and say that, you know, well, that's okay. You know, my personal opinion is that person that's doing the Spirit Box session is not an expert. I'm not a flipping expert. My viewers that don't do the paranormal can one day, if they wish, buy a hacked radio, buy a Spirit Box, or twist the tuning knob on a manual radio. they may not get contact the first time they do it, but if they'd done it regularly, they would eventually get contact. It doesn't take an expert to do it, but the thing is, the tools that is used to do the Spirit Box session is a hacked radio. I love doing Spirit Box session, but I do know that the Spirit Box is not reliable and certainly flawed. There's a lot of things wrong with that method, but I know at times it does work. There's something intelligent answering back. They say they're ghosts and spirits. Can they prove it? I haven't seen full proof that we're talking to ghosts and spirits of human beings that once were alive. I could be talking to flipping little green men or aliens. I don't know. No disrespect to people that believe in aliens. Sometimes I joke about little green men. But you know where I'm coming from. We don't see what we're communicating with. We cannot take what's coming through that Spirit Box as 100% proof. If we did, we could use Spirit Box in criminal investigations. But it will not stand up in court because it's a hacked radio. Human voices come through the stations. Now it sounds like I'm shitting on the Spirit Box. I'm not. I'm really not. What I'm saying is, it is not accurate enough for somebody to fork out 15 quid or $15 to have a Spirit Box session, a private Spirit Box session with their loved one, because it's not guaranteed. The big question is too, when you don't get contact, and I'm saying when you don't get contact, does that money go back to that person? Now he claims as a 100% satisfaction record. I don't know if he's telling the truth. He's been telling lies for as long as I've been watching his videos. He's been shooting out lies. He shoots out lies every day. The other side of it is, I wouldn't ask somebody to do a Spirit Box session who's been caught up in so much controversy and spitting out vile hate. It's not the type of person I would ask to do a Spirit Box session. If I was doing paranormal investigating, which I do, sometimes you'll see me taking a break because my mind is not on the job. If your mind is elsewhere and full of worries and stress and stuff like that, I just don't do paranormal investigating. I don't do Spirit Box sessions. I just don't. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this, I wanted to know people's opinions on personal Spirit Box sessions where people charge money. To me, and it's a personal opinion, so don't get your knickers in a twist. It's just a personal opinion. We shouldn't be charging for Spirit Box sessions when the Spirit Box itself is not a 100% accurate tool. You know? I would put it, if it was said at 50%, I'd be very, very generous about it. Because I know doing a lot of Spirit Box sessions that, you know, the reason why I would do a lot of Spirit Box sessions is the more times you go out fishing, the better chances you are of getting fish. Would this person say, well, you know, we didn't get any contact today, but we could try again tomorrow? You're going to charge another $15 for that? I don't know, folks. Let us know in the comments, what do you think of people charging for Spirit Box sessions? Like, I'm not against people making money in the paranormal, as long as it's in a kind of a respectful way. And I don't think it's charging for Spirit Box sessions is in a respectful way, if you know what I mean. Because when you look at Steve Huff's comment sections in his videos and stuff, there's a lot of grieving people there that don't know any better. And they're crying out for help, and they're largely ignored. You know? You don't see Steve Huff replying to many comments. Along with that, you don't see any comments questioning him in any way, because I have questioned him in the past and then I ended up getting blocked. And I wasn't disrespectful, you know. But let us know in the comments what you think. Should people charge for Spirit Box session? I put my argument across. Do you agree with me? Am I right or am I wrong? I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me. Do you know what? You know, what do I not see here? What do I fail to understand? You know? Folks, I'm going to leave it for now, and I will see you in the next video.